Good morning. Hi there. This is Jerika Dodd, and I am coming to you live from the hills of West Hollywood. I would show you a picture right now, but it's raining, it's cloudy. You can't see the downtown LA city skyline, but trust me, it's beautiful here, even in the rain. So I thought I would jump online for a few minutes to give you some tips. One of the things that happens when it rains, and I was thinking about this morning, is that when it rains, we want to stay in the bed. We want to sleep a little bit longer. So I thought, what better way for me to reach people today than by sharing with them some tips for better sleep. So the average American gets almost 7 hours of sleep a night, so statistics say. But I don't know about you, but there have been days when I need more sleep. Maybe the job, family, what have you, causes you to not get enough sleep at night. Or maybe when you do get in bed and go to sleep, you can't fall asleep, can't stay asleep, too much going on your mind, whatever the reasons. I want to share with you some tips for you to have better sleep. You know, as a pharmacist, people ask me all the time, how can I sleep better? How can I sleep better? And one of the things that they ask me is, can I take sleeping pills? Can I buy something over the counter? Can I get a medicine for sleep? But yeah, that's possible. However, I would advocate that before you take any prescription or non-prescription sleep aid, that you try these things first. So the first thing that I would suggest is to avoid too many fluids too close to your bedtime, because that's just going to disrupt your sleep anyway, because you'll be up going to the bathroom all night. So depending on what time you go to bed, it's important that you stop drinking fluids several hours before, so that you're not up going to the bathroom all night. The second thing that I want to share with you about getting better sleep is to don't drink alcohol before you go to bed. I know the thought is if you drink alcohol, it'll calm you down. If you drink alcohol, it'll help you settle your nerves. It'll help you rest better. But actually, alcohol is not good for your sleep or your sleep pattern. So no alcohol before you go to bed. And then third, I would suggest you need a consistent bedtime. Your bedtime can't be all over the map, 10 o'clock one night, 11 o'clock another night. You have got to go to bed at a consistent time, as much as possible, every night. So I know that means that you're going to possibly miss that TV show, that sports game. However, record it, whatever, read the highlights the next day. Your sleep is very important. So go ahead, pick your bedtime and then stick to it. On the flip side of that, you also need to have a consistent wake time. So don't sleep till 8 o'clock one morning, but then the next morning you're up at 5:30. That's not good. It's important for you to sleep a consistent amount of time. So go to bed as close to the same time at night as you can. Wake up in the morning as close to the same time as you can. So develop a consistent wake time and bedtime. The other thing I want to suggest to you is you need a wind down routine. When you pick your bedtime, let's say, for example, that your bedtime is 10:30 at night. Well, your wind down routine needs to start at 9:30. So you don't work on your computer or watch TV or whatever it is that you do in the evenings. Don't do that right up until the time that you go to bed, and then you run in the room and jump in the bed and think that you're going to fall asleep at 10:30 per se. Why don't you get a wind down routine? So if your bedtime's 10:30, at 9:30, start winding down. Get a routine. Maybe for you, it's taking a bath, which is one of my other suggestions. Take a relaxing bath or shower, whatever calms you down. It's important that you have a wind down routine because, again, you can't just run in the room, jump into bed, and fall asleep. All right, so what else can you do for better sleep? I know a lot of caffeine drinkers who drink caffeine all through the day, and then they wonder why they have sleep problems at night. Well, what you need to do is cut that caffeine off. I'll do another post one day about caffeine and how it affects the body, but cut that caffeine consumption off early enough so that it doesn't hamper your sleep at night. It's important for you to take away any substance, and caffeine is a drug, and take away any substance that's going to impede your sleep. The next thing that you want to do is during the day, get as much exposure to light as you can. If you can get out, if you can take a break, it's not good to be in the house or in the office all day long exposed to artificial light. Get out and get as much light exposure, natural light exposure as you can. If the sun is out, just go stand and bask in the sun for 5 or 10 minutes or however long you can. But make sure that you get exposure to as much natural light during the day as possible. So another thing that I want to share, and I talked about that, I alluded to this a little bit, but I want to go deeper on this, is avoid screen time right before bed. So what has a screen? Your computer has a screen, your phone has a screen, your tablet has a screen, your TV has a screen. And you need to avoid those screens an hour, at least an hour before you go to bed. It's not good for your brain. Your brain needs to know that it's winding down and that it's time to go to bed. You got to get your mind in the mode of going to bed. So make sure that you decrease your screen time an hour before you go to bed. The other thing I want to suggest, some of us are so addicted to our cell phones. Yes, Kathleen, I agree. That's the biggest offender, is having those screens in front of our faces all day, all evening, and then we go to bed and wonder why we can't sleep. So the other thing that you can do is avoid sleeping with your cell phone too close. The electromagnetic frequency, you don't need that. And we could talk about what that is and how it impacts you on another post. So we got a lot of posts coming. I got a lot of information to share. So you want to make sure that you avoid sleeping with the cell phone close. For some people, the cell phone is their only phone. They don't have a home phone anymore, and I do understand that. But don't sleep with the cell phone on the nightstand. Don't sleep with it in the bed with you. Make sure that when you put that cell phone away for the night, because this should be put away an hour before you go to bed, that it's somewhere far away. So maybe it's right outside your room, or maybe it's across the room and you're charging it for the evening. But don't sleep with it right up at the head of your bed on the nightstand, or even in the bed or under the pillow. Don't do that. Take your cell phone and make sure that this is not one of the offenders of your sleep. So I know, especially in the wintertime, and those who have colder climates like to feel warm when they go to sleep. But actually, what I understand is that it's better if the temperature in your room be a little bit cooler, and that you'll sleep better. So lower the temperature in your room, or maybe even in your house if you can't control it specifically for the room, but keep the room cool so that you can sleep better. Okay, I used to be guilty of this, but not anymore. Do not make your bed and your bedroom your home office. It's very, very tempting to crawl up in your bed with your laptop and just say, I'll finish working, I'll finish reading, I'll finish doing whatever for the day in my pajamas in my bed. Do not make your bedroom and your bed your extension of your home office. Don't do that. Leave the computer out, leave the books, leave all of that, unless you're reading to wind down. But leave everything that you would do for work or for your business, leave that outside of the room. The bedroom and the bed is for sleeping, and the other thing. Anyway, so what about your mattress and your pillows? Sometimes your sleep can be disrupted because your mattress and your pillows need to be replaced. I mean, how long have you been sleeping on those pillows? Do they need to be washed? Maybe. What about that mattress? The commercials say you need to replace your mattress after 8 years. I even recommend, if it's not time to replace the mattress, make sure you turn the mattress and turn it every so often so that you have a comfortable environment. Not only have you lowered the temperature, but your mattress and your pillows are comfortable so that you can get a good night's sleep. So here's something I want to suggest, that in order to have a better night's sleep, think about all that you see and hear as you're winding down, preparing to go to sleep. So no drama, no stress, no stressful conversations, no stressful situations, nothing that's going to get your heart going, get your heart racing, nothing that's going to cause your mind to be too engaged or preoccupied such that you can't sleep. So if it's a stressful conversation or a situation and you can possibly avoid it, then I would suggest you wait till the morning to handle that. It'll be okay. Rest at night. So the next suggestion that I have for you is to pray and meditate before you go to bed. You can easily incorporate this into your nighttime routine as you're winding down and you're getting ready for bed. It's going to be good for your soul. It's going to be good for your spirit. It's going to lower your heart rate, and you're going to rest better if you add prayer and meditation to your nighttime routine. You may even want to play some soft music because you're turning the TV and the phone off anyway, and the tablets, you're turning that off an hour before you go to bed. So if you want some soft music, nothing that's going to get your brain going too fast or too much, or your heart rate up. You want just some soft, mellow music, maybe jazz. Maybe you want to play, tracks that you would listen to if you were in a spa setting. So those are all ways that you can add to that nighttime routine, and you're going to be ready to go to bed. So then the next thing I would suggest, and listen to me, hear me out on this one, is you need an exercise routine. If you exercise, I promise, hands down, you are going to sleep better. So think about having an exercise routine. But along with that, make sure that you're not exercising too late in the day. If you exercise too late in the day, that possibly can interrupt with your sleep. So you want to make sure that you are exercising, but that you're not exercising too late in the day. And then my other suggestion is put your kids and your pets in their own beds. Don't let them sleep with you, because while it seems great, you need your rest. You need to be able to stretch. You need to be able to relax and stretch out and rest. So put the kids in their own bed. Make the pets either get in their bed, their pet bed, or wherever they should be sleeping. But everybody that's not supposed to be in your bed, don't let them get in your bed. I talked about taking a relaxing shower and bath. And my last tip is to avoid long naps. I know Sunday used to be my nap day, and I couldn't wait to take a nap on Sunday. However, it's okay to take a nap. Just make sure that nap is not too long, because if you sleep too long during the day, then that will impede or mess up your sleep routine at night. So make sure that if you are going to take a nap, that you avoid a long nap, take a power nap. And thanks, Miss Monique, so thankful to have you watching. One of the things that she suggested was tracking your sleep is a good idea. Most of us don't know how many hours we sleep because we don't track it. So you can get a Fitbit or one of the Apple Watch or one of the devices that will keep track of your sleep. And it's important to have that kind of data, because then you can even determine if you feel that there's a problem based upon, well, how many hours of sleep, because you want them to be consistent. Again, starting with that consistent bedtime and wake time, but track your sleep hours to see how you're doing. It'll help when you have a conversation with your healthcare practitioner about your sleep patterns. My last two things that I'll share are, if you do think that you have some type of sleep disturbance, some kind of sleep disorder, can't sleep, it's been so many nights, and it definitely can impact your day, I want you to call your doctor, make an appointment, and say, hey, I need help sleeping. I encourage you to try all of these tips first. And then if you're still having problems, definitely call your doctor, see your doctor. I thought of another one. Okay, this is a bonus. you can even try like the sleepy time teas or the chamomile tea to help you wind down at night. That may be of a benefit to you. And then I have to throw in this last one. If you have questions, if you feel that you need to take some type of sleeping aid, sleep medication, ask your pharmacist. They can tell you if an option that you're considering is the right one for you. They can tell you if an option that you're considering will interact with any of the medications you may already be taking or any of the supplements you already can take. They can really explain to you what those side effects are and what to look for if you do end up having to take a prescription to help you sleep, or even if you've taken over-the-counter aid. All right, so that's it. I just wanted to talk about sleep because I think we're all better when we get enough sleep and when we get restful sleep and when we have like that good sleep. So I hope these tips were helpful for you. I hope that if you're not doing all of them, you heard something that you can add into your routine, add into your lifestyle that will help you sleep better. And if you want to know more, I would love for you to join my Facebook community group. It's called Empowered Health CEOs, because I believe in people being empowered to be the CEO of their health. I don't know about you. I'm in charge of my health. Are you in charge of your health? So that group again is Empowered Health CEOs. I'm going to put it in the notes, and I would love for you to come and join us there. All of the tips that I gave are posted there, and you'll be able to follow along, follow the conversation, and see what types of tips we have for better sleep and for better health. Thank you.